Ladies and gentlemen, get woke, go broke. Now, let me just say to all the video game fans, the Dragon Age fans out there, you probably know a good bit about this story and you are reveling in it. But news just broke that Dragon Age The Veilguard will be a free monthly game. Thank you, PlayStation. Now, for those that have no idea about video games, bear with me because this is a cultural bombshell. Dragon Age The Veilguard was roasted. It's a AAA video game. Imagine, for those that don't know anything about video games, imagine this is like a blockbuster film coming out and nobody goes to see it. Dragon Age is a huge IP. I'm a big fan of the series, or at least I was of the earlier games. And big fan. Look, I've played them and I enjoyed them. These people are like, well, you weren't a real fan if you don't understand the messaging that we were talking about 9 Baron. You should shut up. So this game comes out. And the first thing I see is this trailer or this cutscene from the game where one of the characters misgenders a god and then goes, I better pull a bav, and then starts doing push-ups. And then they do this whole preachy BS about how you can't misgender people. And I was like, I know what game I'm not buying. The game came out only like 4 months ago. Let me just say, woke is broke. This is a nail in the coffin for wokeness. We're talking about major video game IP bombing and PlayStation giving it away for free. Yo, this is wild. I'm not as big a gamer as I used to be. I'm sure many of you probably aren't either. But I used to play tons. I mean, I'm playing Marvel Rivals now a little bit. I played Overwatch a lot. Overwatch, Destiny, The Division. Played those games quite a bit. Now I just play Marvel Rivals sometimes because, I don't know, it's fun, but I'm not really interested in being a pro Marvel Rivals player. It's a fun game, though. Here's a story. Weeks after EA said Dragon Age The Veilguard did not resonate with a broad enough audience. Oh, man. Just say it. We went woke and then we went broke. Okay? The game did not resonate with a broad enough audience. That's what wokeness is. Okay? I go to a restaurant and they're like, we got the non-binary bathroom. And I'm like, ain't nobody using that. Nobody's using that bathroom, dude. Why are we fundamentally altering society for a tiny, tiny market? Here we go. Games Radar says, it's not even been 4 full months since The Veilguard was released, but the RPG is already heading to PlayStation Plus as one of 3 free monthly games. Subscribers will be able to claim and keep. I saw this tweet. It was really funny. They were like, finally, EA figured out what they can do to get me to add The Veilguard to my library. Make it cost $0. Indeed. Announced on a post on the PlayStation blog, Dragon Age The Veilguard will be available to claim from March 4th for PS Plus subscribers, no matter what tier they're paying for. After claiming it, you'll be able to download and play the RPG at any time as long as you're still subscribed. It's not like the library of games available to PS Plus Extra members, where titles occasionally disappear from whence they came. Earlier this month, in an earnings call, EA CEO Andrew Wilson stated that despite The Veilguard's high-quality launch and being well-reviewed by critics and those who played, shut your mouth, okay? The critics are fake. The media is lying. We know it. And this is proof. You can't lie to us anymore. This story does feel so 10 years ago, by the way, when we were like, video games are bad. Stop making them woke. In the same call, EA's chief financial officer, Stuart Canfield, stated the game underperformed. It seems pretty wild to make the RPG available to keep via a subscription service so soon after its release, but at least it's hopefully given more players a chance to try it out, and perhaps introduce it to that broader audience that EA was hoping for. In our Dragon Age The Veilguard review, we said it was an approachable, expansive, action-oriented RPG and feels like a true end to whatever the franchise was before. And while it's undoubtedly different in many ways from its predecessors and takes lessons learned from Mass Effect to heart, there's a lot to love. Also on March 4th, PS Plus subscribers will get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection. Yeah, I don't care. Here you go, baby. Dragon Age The Veilguard's clumsy, preachy political messaging does more harm than good. You knew it, I knew it, and I got to tell you, yes, I will state unequivocally, yes, the narrative around the game being woke prevented me from purchasing it. I bought Baldur's Gate the moment it came out. It's got a little weird woke stuff in it. You can make pronoun characters with reverse special parts, if you know what I mean. It's weird. Like you can make a man with female parts, with a female voice who uses weird pronouns. And I'm largely just, I don't know, whatever. The game doesn't have any preachy moments about binary, non-binary, whatever stupid garbage like Dragon Age does. So when I saw those videos, I said, ain't buying it. Yo, and I played the Dragon Age games, man. I liked them. Not going to pretend to be some huge fan, but I bought them and I played them. The best way to convince someone of your point of view is generally not to bash them over the head with a cudgel. But that seems to be the preferred approach in modern political discourse and, alas, in entertainment. The culture, being what it is, has lost all sense of subtlety. In far too many films, TV shows, and video games, we see a heavy-handed top-down approach to the issues of the day. It's a real shame the developers at BioWare decided to go this route in Dragon Age. I've already posted my impressions. This is from Forbes. Piece about the game, which I've pleasantly surprised with so far. I was worried going in, but Veilguard has been a lot more fun and a lot more engaging than I expected. I refuse to play a game with preachy, woke garbage in it. I don't care. I ain't buying it. You make whatever game you want. This is the game you want to make? I don't care if 2 minutes out of 100 minutes of cutscenes is woke garbage. I ain't gonna buy it. That's just me. In my piece, I noted that so far, at least, I hadn't encountered anything overtly preachy or one that might describe as garishly political or overly woke. The game is diverse and gives you options to play as male, female, or trans. And apparently they added top scars. But in my time with it, it felt mostly like giving players more choice and freedom. But I had not yet arrived at a certain section of the game that has now been making the rounds on social media, being roundly and rightfully mocked. Unfortunately, the scene in question will play directly into the narrative that this game is woke, feeding a cycle of online discourse that goes nowhere but earns lots of clicks and resulted in its failure. I will say it again. The moment that story dropped, I was looking for it. Tell me about the game. They said, here's the cutscene. I said, ain't buying it. Ain't buying it. And look, I'm the key demo. I'm a 38-year-old man with disposable income who plays video games. I am your customer. You'd be better off making a video where it's like, men are great. And like, imagine a guy just flexing, being like, let's be dudes. And then they high five. I'd laugh. I'd be like, that was weird, but I'd still play the game. Okay, they say, blah, blah, blah. In the scene in question below, one character misgenders another to atone for his sin. She does a set of push-ups and lectures the other character. Do they have the video? Oh, here, let's roll, baby.
Pounding that snake's nose. She's still holding the ruby in her other hand.
Okay, come on. I'm trying to zoom in on this one. Many of you have already seen it. Play it.
Pounding that snake's nose. She's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties. I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it. Sorry.
Get woke, go
What
woke.
are you doing?
Pulling a barv.
Oh, okay.
a barv.
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a Barv. Oh, there we go.
Look, it keeps going. Like, straight up, it doesn't stop.
I'm glad the Lords of Fortune have Tarsh's back.
Oh, Tarsh isn't the first non-binary member of the Lords.
Really?
It was a little before
Non-binary?
your time, but Horlicks was one of ours.
Huh.
Bastard looked better than I did in a dress or pants. And out of them, too.
Jeez. Non-binary.
Any reason you can't just apologise?
Sometimes people say, oops, sorry, and hope that fixes it. But they just want to get the whole thing over with. Trust me, I know. But pulling a barv, you sweat a little. Makes you think about it a little more. Shows the other person you mean it.
What if they mean it when they say they're sorry, though?
And that's the
How is this over 2 minutes long?
other reason. Some people mess up and get all dramatic. They make it about them. Oh, you know, I didn't mean it right. I'd never do that on purpose. They feel so bad about it that it's on everyone else to smooth it over and make them feel better.
Oh, okay, yes. Some
So
people.
I'm like, are they saying this? I guess she's like an Asian elf. She's non-binary or
I
something.
do that.
Pulling a barv puts it on the person who screwed up. They made the mess, they fix it, done.
I genuinely think they wanted people to do this. I genuinely believe the people who made this game were hoping in the real world, people would be like, oops, I misgendered you. Better pull a barv. Okay, there you go. I can't believe this whole cutscene. It's absolutely psychotic. Your game is now free. Ladies and gentlemen, Dragon Age the Veilguard is now a free game. Can you believe it? Clumsy, preachy political messaging. Nobody wanted to buy it. Nobody wants to sit through a cutscene where you have to actually agree with their psychotic, stupid garbage nonsense. They say this is immersion breaking, frankly. It's written so poorly that it comes as self-parody. The character's performance apology is shallow and empty, as all performative apologies are. In my experience, a simple and genuine sorry is better than making a big show of it. This whole scene feels freshly cut from some conversation in an undergrad gender studies class in the year 2024. The kind of conversations that undergrads will someday look back on and cringe over. What was the budget for this game? You know what I mean? I got to tell you, when I saw that, I said, I ain't buying it. That's it. I won't buy it. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm going to laugh at you. I'm having fun. But like, dude, I don't care if you want to make your weird, woke garbage. You do it with my blessing. Okay? I'm not going to buy it. That's it. And nobody did. Nobody bought it. You'd think after Bud Light, we're now going on year 2 of Bud Light and Target and all these other companies that got woke and went broke, you'd have been like, we should just get rid of this stuff. And I've been hearing over at Marvel, Kevin Feige, this was in August, he started firing all of the woke producers because, boy, did they burn $1 billion franchise industry to the ground. Let me just tell you, the Marvel movies were pulling in $1 billion a film. I mean, ridiculous. And I think Matt Walsh was roasting on Fantastic Four, like, how many of the same story do we need? And he ain't wrong. Like, they're all the hero's journey in some way or another, and they're becoming cluttered nonsense. But, man, the Marvels, bleh. Get woke, go broke. Yo, Captain Marvel was the stupidest idea anyone could have thought of. They were like, let's make a female hero's journey where the story is a woman has her power suppressed by a man who keeps telling her to control her emotions, and then she finally lets her emotions out and defeats him. You know what? People went and saw that movie, but they went and saw it not because of feminism. They went and saw it because of Captain America and Spider-Man and Iron Man, and they thought they were going to get a good hero's journey. I went and saw it for that reason. I did not see in the Marvels, the sequel. Nope. I got to be honest. Captain Marvel was so bad, I was basically like, I'm out. And then in Endgame, when Captain Marvel swoops in and catches the gauntlet, and then like Thanos is trying to hit her, and he's like, oh, and then or she's holding his finger so he can't close his hand. He pulls the power off and punches her. I was like, stop, please. He headbutts her and she doesn't move. No, stop. You're awful. I'm enjoying myself. I'm reveling. It's Schadenfreude. Your game, whatever. I'm done. You get it. Get woke, go broke. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys tonight at Timcast IRL. And go to castbrew.com and buy coffee. Follow me on X and Instagram. Smash the like button. Comments. Let me know what you think. And we'll see y'all next time.